yet again. Not yet again, I haven't done this yet. So take that with what you will. She posts a lot of the dupes on her. Wow, I can't talk today. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you've never seen my face before, I am the Miss Nicole Marie. You can find me on Instagram, Snapchat. I'm also on Twitter as well. Today, as you see by the title, we're doing Amazon designer dupes today. Now, this is something that I've been really wanting to doing for a while now, and I'm excited that I finally get to do it. I found this amazing account on Instagram. Actually, my friend told me about it. Props to her for like showing me this account, because without it I wouldn't have any of these designer dupes. I will share her information down below with you. If you want to check it out, feel free, go ahead. I know she's trying to get to like 10,000 followers over there on Instagram. So if you go to her page, you'll see her Instagram, and she has a website, so all the links for Amazon. And this is completely inspired by her, and you know, having her designer dupes. I wouldn't be able to do this video without it. So thank you very much for posting what you do, for having this as your job basically, because she searches Amazon every single day for these different links and has contacts, you know, within Amazon for these designer dupes. And disclaimer, I'm not going to tell you all to go out and purchase designer dupes. If you love designer, if you don't, it's up to you. I'm not gonna, you know, tell you what to do with your life, but I did purchase these. I wanted to see if the quality was nearly as good as, you know, actual designer items. So I do have a few things to compare to the real item. So without further ado, I think we should get straight on into the video. Dying to see what these designer dupes look like compared to some of the real products. So let's get started. Alright, first item that we have is the Cartier love ring. Now there is a couple different love ring options out there. There's a wedding band, and then there's a regular, and then there's one with diamonds as well. I do have a picture of the real item, of the one I have. This is the actual item from Cartier, the love ring. So this is the actual item. This one is in silver, obviously, and this is a very small size that you see here. I think this is made for like a pinky or ring finger. This is actually my sister's. This is, I'll put the price above with the actual photo of it so that you can see what it looks like. But in here you can see, so on the inside it's engraved Cartier. This is a 48. And it says, I think, where it's made or whatever. So this is the actual love ring. This is the designer dupe from Amazon. This was Prime, and this one is much thicker. This also has an extra engraving on it. Right there it says love, and on the inside it does not have the Cartier engraving on the inside. This was $15. This is Prime, so it's a lot thicker. Obviously I got the gold one. I wanted more gold rings. They does come in both colors, silver and gold. So this is obviously a huge price difference. As being really tiny, like on your finger, I don't think most people will be able to tell. Side-by-side comparison, besides the fact that they're obviously, one is gold and one is silver, I don't think you're going to be able to tell too much. Most people don't look at your hands, I feel like. But if you do take a closer look, this one, the designer dupe, does not have the Cartier engraved on the inside, which is a dead giveaway that it's not Cartier, obviously. And it does have an extra engraving, which is very interesting to find out that the real one didn't have that engraving. So take that with what you will. $15 compared to like over $1,000 for this, so I'll take the 15 one. Alright, the next item I do not have a real comparison for. but I got the YSL bag. Post the picture and the name and the price above. This was actually the first designer item that I bought from Style and Grace, and this was about a month ago. It did take quite a while to get here. It did come from all the way from China. This was probably the most expensive dupe that I bought. This is actually $75, so it's by no means a cheap designer dupe. These are not going to be like the ones you find in the market. These are going to be ones that almost exactly replicate the actual designer. So it does say YSL. It is pretty close to the actual YSL logo. Again, it could be slightly off, but I'll post an image side by side so that you could kind of see the comparison. The material, as far as you can see, is pretty similar. Of course, this is probably not real leather. It's probably like a vinyl or something like that. With that being said, I'm perfectly fine with like fake leather. I'd rather have a fake leather more than real leather, just to be, you know, nicer to animals. But on the inside is where this really shows the detail. So you can see it has the stamping on the inside both here and here, which is very similar to the inside of the actual designer handbag. And also the inside, as you can see, is almost exactly the same as the actual handbag. Besides the fact that there might be lacking in quality a little bit compared to the actual one. I mean, the fabric on the inside is not that nice, but of course most people won't see the inside, so it's not that big of a deal. The chain, I also notice, is probably one of the biggest downfalls of this item. It's not perfect, but it's also not horrible. It definitely feels a little bit cheaply made. I'm sure the real one feels a lot better than this one does. But then again, I think this is pretty spot on for the actual designer dupe of the handbag. Being $75, you would think so, you would hope so. I took a big risk purchasing this one as my first one because it was the most expensive out of all the dupes that I got. But I absolutely love it. I think it's worth the money. And compared to the original price of the original handbag, I'll take this one any day. I think this one is really close to the actual handbag that YSL sells. Alright, next up we have Gucci. Now you know I had to get a Gucci belt, so we have, this is, I don't know if you'll be able to tell too much. This is the Gucci belt that I bought. This was Amazon. I think this one was also Prime. This came in 2 days, and this was only $30. Like, it's not too bad. I'll show you. This is obviously the large size. My sister actually has the real version of the smaller size, so they're not going to be exact. But let's take a close look here of the actual belt buckles. You can see a slight difference, I think, in the way that they're made. This one is obviously much thicker, and it is, I want to say, a little bit more of a gold color than this one is. This one's almost a little tarnished looking, but other than that, they're pretty spot on with the way the actual belt looks. The other big difference in this is the actual way that the belt works. So as you see here, we have the belt buckle on the front. So this is the fake one, and this basically has like a little punch hole through here. So when you actually put the loop through, you would loop it through here and then pick a hole and, you know, obviously punch the belt through on this side, and that would secure the belt. But on the real version, this is where things are much different. As you see on the back here, this has a little strap, and you have an extra strap here that the fake belt doesn't have. It obviously has the engraving on the inside as well. The fake one that I bought does not have it. Sometimes they do, is what I've heard. She posts a lot of dupes on her Instagram of what she actually bought and what the picture had, and she takes risks and lets us know if it actually has logos or not and stuff like that. Hers did come with it and mine didn't. Sometimes that happens. I'm not too gutted by it because it's just a stamp on the inside of the belt. I'm not trying to pass these off as like real designer items, so I'm not too hurt by that. But back to the actual function of the belt. This one, you put the loop through this way, comes out the front, and then it can go through the loop, obviously, depending on how tight you need it to go, and then you put the hole in. Similar but not exactly the same, because obviously you have this extra loop here, whereas in this belt the extra access part is in the back, so you don't see it from the front, you just see this, whereas this you would see the access in the front. So that is pretty much a dead giveaway that it's not the actual item, but the logo is pretty accurate and it is really cute. So this was also $30 compared to, well, hers was I think $2.50 for the small version. I'll post the large belt actual price in the corner with a picture so you can see a comparison of what it actually looks like, if there's any differences, and the price is a big difference. Alright, we have the last item, which is also Gucci. You know I needed a Gucci bag to go with that Gucci belt, so I went a little bit different with this one. I have a lot of black and gold. I have the YSL black and gold purse. I have the Gucci gold and black belt. I had the gold Cartier ring. So I went with pink on this one. So this is obviously, I want to say this is one of the more popular versions of the Gucci bag. This is the mini size of the Gucci bag that I have. You can see the detailing on the Gucci logo is pretty much exactly the same as the belt. The stitching on it is very close to the actual original one, which again I'll post in the corner for you so you have a comparison. This one feels made very well. You can tell the quality on this is really good. I think this was only $35 on Amazon. It was not Prime, but it did get here earlier than expected from China, so I'm gonna give that one a thumbs up. The actual chain of this is made a little bit better than the YSL one. It's more heavy duty, and it kind of feels like this could actually be a chain very similar to the one Gucci uses. The color, I want to say, is a little bit off. This looks more of a bubblegum pink than the muted pink that Gucci uses. Again, I don't know if you'll be able to tell unless the purses are like side by side. Obviously I have this in like direct ring light setting, so this is very much pink, but it does look a little bit more muted in actual daylight. The inside of this is very similar to the inside of an actual Gucci bag. It has the like Gucci imprint right on here, exactly like the original bag. I think this part is a little bit different on the inside if I'm not mistaken, and of course the actual like magnetic button is different. Of course the fabric on the inside is also different than the original. I feel like this one's a little bit poorly made, but they tried to go very similar in the fabric. But of course no one's going to really see that, so I'm not gutted about that fact. I think it's really cute. But again, if anyone asks me, I'll probably tell them it's a fake, because I'm not here to really pass off the fake versions as the real one. I just think that they're cute, and I wanted to see, you know, what your money got for you depending on if you spent more for these dupes or not. You know, this was only $35. I think you could probably get it at the market cheaper. It probably won't have the same quality most likely. If you do, you get lucky. But I do feel a lot safer with having the style and grace, having her post on her Instagram. She always posts daily on things that she finds, dupes, you know, even some other things that you might want to see. And of course, I wouldn't have made this video without it. So thanks to her. Again, I'm not here to tell you to go and buy fakes. I'm not here to tell you to buy fakes and pass them off as real. I obviously think that you shouldn't do that. If you're interested in seeing the quality of these, seeing if they are anything close, I know sometimes the market ones can have like a different letter instead of the right letter or misspell something. I think these are a little bit better quality, and of course they're going to be more money, but I think it's well worth it if that's what you want. I think that's it for this video. Let me know if you like this video. Give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, comment down below what you want to see. If you want to see more designer dupes or different dupes, or you know, just fashion videos, makeup videos, let me know down below what you guys want to see. Also, click that little logo in the corner over here so you can be subscribed and notified every time that I post a video by hitting that little bell notification. I post videos every Sunday at 11 a.m. So I will see you next Sunday for a brand new video. Have a good week. Bye.